Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all, and welcome to 2026. This is the first Sunday preview video I'll be doing for the year, and this is covering the pre-orders coming out this coming Saturday. I didn't bother doing any of these over Christmas because it was a quiet period from Games Workshop, although since I've done the last one, I think the Dark Water box has been released, and this Saturday just gone saw the release of all of the tasty looking Nurgle miniatures for Age of Sigmar, which I gotta say they were pretty cool. Most of these were shown off in the last reveal show in, I believe it was November, and funnily enough, a few more of those models that were shown off in that reveal show are up for pre-order this Saturday. So I'm just going to share my screen with you now, and we shall go through the article. There it is. Okay, so to start it all off, we have the new Titus model. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this, because the only way you can get the new Titus model, at least for now, is in this box. So you buy Titus and then you get 6 other minis. Not necessarily a bad thing. If you're just a model collector like myself, I only really want that one, but such is life. These do look pretty cool. Yeah, if you're into the human element, I suppose. But anyway, Titus and his retinue are up for pre-order this coming Saturday, which would be the 10th, I want to say. Yep, the 10th. And if my information is correct on this, I think this box is looking to be relatively expensive. To the tune of around £54, I think it was. So, if you just want Titus, that's an expensive box. But if you're an Ultramarine collector, go nuts. This is one of the ones I was particularly keen on. I love this model when it was shown off in the reveal show, and I can happily say it's coming up for pre-order this weekend. This is Necrosaur Amentar. This is the really rather creepy looking destroyer character for the Necrons. I've always been kind of partial to a destroyer list. They've never seemed to get it quite right, in my opinion, especially in, I believe it was 9th edition when I tried it, when the Indomitus box came out with all the new Necron models. You had all the destroyer variants more or less renewed or added with the Scorpex and the Ophidians. But the destroyer lists themselves were never really that viable. I did try a couple of times, but this guy looks evil in word, and yeah, quite gnarly looking as well. I'd be particularly keen to add this to my Necron army, all many thousands of points worth. And the Nightbringer as well. This is one that was unceremoniously leaked a couple of months ago, and then was also in the reveal show at the end of November. And yep, still of the opinion that it is a gorgeous looking model. And I was lucky enough to get some Games Workshop vouchers for Christmas, and they'll be going towards this, for it to then sit in my cupboard for a while I summon up the courage to paint it. Now, we also have the 500 Worlds campaign stuff coming out, which, if you believe the rumours, and I tend to because it kind of fits with Games Workshop's release patterns, this is setting up the end times, or the end of 10th edition, rolling into 11th edition come the summer. So it'll be interesting to see how far they take this. But so far we have 500 Worlds Titus. Now this comes with the Titus book, the Dread Incursions book, which is, that's the rules for boarding action games, as saying in this blurb right here. And you get the War on Vespertal Front. I guess that's the campaign book. Yeah, there's the campaign book. So the Titus one is all the lore and the stories and so on and so forth. You have the boarding action one, which is quite cool. They give you a separate boarding action book, tie it in with that as well. And you got the campaign book itself, and then we have the detachment book, which I guess that'll have the rules for the new Destroy Lords. Actually, though, they've come up on Warhammer Community already. Now that I think about it, and I was having a look at the Nightbringers rules earlier on, and they're not too bad. They could be better in my opinion, but I'm just biased for the Necron. And then you also get the snazzy special edition ones that we snapped up within about 10 seconds. But it does look kind of interesting. If I get to play any of it, it'll be a miracle, but there we are. And then we're also getting a load of Space Marine heads. The ones that were shown off a while ago and, I don't know, had a little bit of controversy around them, thinking that there were some female ones in there. I think it's just the way they're painted, I think. And then some boarding action terrain as well. This, I think, is from the Tomb Worlds box, because you got the Necron gates in there. I did kind of want this train, but I never really get to play Kill Team all that much, so I just had the Necron set from a friend of mine. And here we go, a full destroyer battalion of Necrons. I say a full battalion. We've got 3 Scorpex, 3 Ophidians, 2 heavy destroyers, and Hexmark with a couple of Canoptek critters thrown in there. Not a bad little starter box, to be fair. You can't do a great deal with it because there's no characters in it. But I suppose you got the Hexmark. I don't know if he can be a warlord though. And some Destroyer Cult dice to go in there as well. They look a bit easier to read than the other Necron dice, I'll be honest. And then as ever, rounds out with the Black Library. Now there's quite a few books up for pre-order in this one. Got the 3rd Far Sight novel. I do like the artwork on these books. They look really cool. We have the Vaults of Terror Omnibus. I'm quite keen on getting this because I missed out on the Vaults of Terror books and they're coming out individually. From what I've been told about it, it is quite a cool story going on in those books. Then we've got Fulgrim the Perfect Sun. Is this the paperback version of it? Or didn't they release a hardback a while ago? Yeah, paperback version. Then we have the Siege of Terror, Shattered and Soulless. Now this is 2 of the novellas that they brought out. It's Sons of Selenar and Fury of Magnus. Both quite good books actually. Fury of Magnus is interesting, and it reveals some things about Malcador in that book. So I'd encourage everyone to give it a read or give it a listen on Audible. But then I'd recommend that with the whole Siege of Terror series, to be fair, because it's a phenomenal series of books. They have their misses, but overall it's really, really cool. And then we have the foreign language books as well. So we have the French edition of Dominion Genesis, the French edition of Leontus Lords Solar, and French and German editions of Tomb World. I missed this when it came out, so I'll have to keep an eye out for the paperback English version when it's out, because I don't think it is yet. And then we have the German edition of the Drop Site Massacre. And then everything coming up on Warhammer Plus, which I don't ever really cover, and I don't think anyone is really that interested anyway. So that is it. That's what's coming up for pre-order on Saturday. and back to the top. There we go. Cool. There's a few things there that I'm quite interested in getting. I do have to put the brakes on my collection a little bit. It's a little bit out of hand, and to be fair, I don't get to play that often. I have far too many models to paint as it is. I'm trying to concentrate more on competition painting for a while. I might go to the odd game tournament here and there. I like to go to the Tabletop Tactics ones, but that's maybe once or twice a year. My gaming group haven't played 40k in quite a long time now, actually. I think it's been close to a couple of years since we actually had a game, like a proper game, not just a random all-out war kind of thing. So yeah, my 40k focus is more on the painting, which is what it used to be like anyway. And just to show you all what I'm working on currently, it's a little bit late, but I have one of my Christmas minis. He's almost finished. If you want to see some updates on him, check out my Instagram page. He should be finished in the not too dim distance, hopefully before the end of the month, because I really need to get going on my MPO entry, which it's what I wanted to paint for MPO last year, but I didn't have time because I was working on another model, which I may or may not take with me this year as well, because it didn't get judged last year because it froze on the way there. Such is life. Cool. Hello. Just knocking my paints around. So with that, I will leave you to it. I shall look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, to let me know what you're interested in getting from the pre-orders coming up this weekend, or if you'd rather I covered something alongside these. I won't say instead of, because I quite like doing these. Yeah, cool. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodle pip.